Hi there, Scott here from the Warren Youth Project and the AMPT Creative Opportunities Initiative. This video's a little bit longer than some of my other videos, but every sentence in it is well worth having a listen to. Here in Hull, we have an abundance of creatives, of creative people doing different things in different disciplines. So since lockdown was eased a little, I took the opportunity to go and meet the people at a safe social distance and chat about their creative processes. I spoke to different people from different disciplines to get a broad range of advice, tips, tricks and inspiration. Let's run them titles. First question, simple one, who are you and what do you do?
I am Lynn Acton and I'm a singer. I sing and write songs with Pal Cabride and I sing Latin and jazz with Bossa Revista.
So my name is Sergi and I am a photographer and an artist, and I work with visuals, with images, photographs or design things, yeah.
My name is Jessie. I'm a multidisciplinary designer. I love photography, illustration, design, branding, everything really.
Hi, my name is Kev. I go under the name Kev Le Cat. I DJ and I produce my own music and for some other artists as well. I also run a record label called Love Records.
My name's Jamie King and I'm a photographer.
Hi, my name's Rosie Collins and I'm a visual artist. I study fine art and I'm also a member of Make Noise Hull.
My name's Nigel. I'm a producer, a rapper and an actor and also director of Beats Plus Records.
My name's Sally. I'm a multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter and I run a band called The Dear Sister and I'm also in a band called Chubby Mam.
Second question, what gets your creative juices flowing? Where does your inspiration come from? What gives you that desire to create?
I really like working with other people. I like working with other artists. I always try and find more people to collaborate with. It's just really important for me to learn new skills that way, and I'm a people person.
There isn't such thing as just one source of creativity personally for me. Everything around does inspire me. It might be films, listening to music. You won't believe that a lot of visuals that I imagine comes from music as well. I dedicate time to everything. I'm open to all suggestions and kind of everything around me does inspire me.
When it comes to production, I always like to start off with sampling. I find it a really easy way to find a good sound that I like, and then I just keep building on that. When it comes to writing lyrics, I like to think of a particular situation that's happened to me and trying to delve into that emotional side of it and start putting words to it.
So like it mainly comes from like lived experiences. So like I do a lot of work about like kind of, well, not even necessarily about feminist stuff, but just about existing as like a woman in like a lot of different spaces and like working class culture and stuff like that.
Over the years I've tried to get a few different instruments and I originally started playing bass and then I learned some guitar after recording little guitar chords on my own productions, and then so yeah, just using different instruments and sounds is really where I get my inspiration from, and listening to as much music as I can.
Sometimes I just don't know. I could be sat literally doing nothing and I'll get an earworm in my head, an idea, and I'll just go off that. Other times it will be from collaborating with people. I recently wrote a song about going to Cleethorpes. I went to Cleethorpes to check it out, and so they could literally come from anywhere.
The world around me, go out, go walking, go biking, just go and look around basically, see what's going on, see what's not going on, see the changes in the world. Yeah, that usually gets me going. Listen to music, I read a lot, I watch films, that sometimes gets me going, but yeah, for me mainly is just going out, seeing and looking and taking pictures if you see something interesting.
When I'm writing, a lot of my songs will be about world events really, like racism. I've written a song about racism, I've written a song about Donald Trump getting in, and love. And latterly, I've written a lot of songs about loss, for obvious reasons.
Third question. What happens when you hit a bit of a creative brick wall, when inspiration dries up or a project you're working on just doesn't seem to be moving forward?
Okay, for me what always works is learning something new every day. So for example, I have two mindsets when it comes to being productive. I'm either creating something and writing music, or I'm learning how to write more music. So I basically split my time probably about 50-50. 50% learning, doing online tutorials, reading books and so on, and 50% actually putting stuff into practice. And I think that just takes the pressure off, and it just helps me to constantly be moving forward.
Sometimes I don't have the luxury of kind of having a creative block, but I make sure to fill my newsfeed with a lot of creative artists that I really love. I do a lot of research, I keep up to date with the latest design trends, again, just following other artists. If there's a chance to collaborate, I'll go for it because you can learn a lot from other people.
What I like to do is work on many things at the same time, so if I find myself getting stuck on an idea, I'll switch to another project, work on that for a bit, and if it's really not working that day, I just leave it and then come back to it when I can.
So when I hit a creative block, I usually forget about any of the projects that I have going on, or things that I'm trying to make something profound. I just throw that all out the window and I just draw what's in front of me for a bit, like my plants or the view out my window or something, and it's really cathartic to take away the pressure of trying to make something important.
I just look at other people's work. Is it other artists' work? And again, listen to music or watch a theatre play. But I really like to totally shake the system up. For me personally, that just sort of oh, I may try this. Oh, I'll try this. Oh, that sounds good. That looks good. Oh, So yeah, shake the system.
I don't really hit many creative blocks because I guess I'm lucky in living with a creator. And he runs, Creator Coach, which is, all about sensory things. And so if I was stumbling, I would probably go and see him at the bottom of my garden.
The way I deal with it is just to sort of, if it's not too bad, I'll just go out and I'll just look again. I'll just have a walk around, with no idea. I'll take a camera, but I won't put any pressure on it. Just go and have a look around again, see if you see anything. If that's not working, just keep trying out. But if it's not working, I'll watch films or just relax, take your mind off it, go and inspire yourself in different ways. Reading, watching films, listening to music, it all kind of seeps in, and then it usually works, and you just go back out and you find it again. But there's no really put any pressure on yourself. You just got to chill out and take your mind off it for a bit.
I'm quite lucky. What I try to do is not feel down about it. If I'm not getting anywhere with a song, I will just step away and leave it and maybe go and do something else or work on something else. I never want to feel like I have a block or anything like that. It just get me down. So I just go and try something else, play something else, write something else, go and do some cleaning or something.
Fourth question. What advice would you give to somebody starting out in your particular creative field or any other creative field?
Believe in yourself. If you know that you really like something, then just absolutely throw yourself at it. It's so easy to learn skills. It's a lot of work, but it always pays off. The more energy and time you put into something, the better that you get. Photography leads into videography, graphic design leads into websites, and especially with the creative industry, the more hard work you put in, the further you'll get. And talk to people. Lots of people.
Personally, I reckon you need to face the fear and do it anyway. Obviously, what we've seen before is that no time is guaranteed. A lot of festivals that we played last year aren't available to play them today. So if you've got a talent and you believe in yourself, just get yourself out there and start doing stuff. So that's my advice to anyone at any time. Face the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah, I think I used to be really stressed about finding my style with art and stuff like that. And I think I realise now, as I get older, because I do illustrative work, I do video work, and I do drawings that are real scribbly and completely different to that. And I just realised it doesn't matter. And to be honest, when you make something, everybody else can see that it's your style, even if you don't feel like it is. So it doesn't matter.
Ask lots of questions, look at lots of different kinds of art and different photographers, but mainly, always keep to your own vision. Find out what interests you and put that into your work.
The advice I give to anyone starting out is work with as many different people as you can. I find that when you work with different people, you'll always learn something different. Even if it's not necessarily the music that you're into, you might learn something that you could later use on a different project.
I would say the biggest advice I was given when I was younger, but not young enough really, wish it had been given at the start, was to learn your craft. So you always feel very confident in it. Don't overthink things. And if you're writing, keep on writing. Don't be really critical. Just keep going, and then, I just think if you're really into something, things will happen. But I would say don't overthink. but get good at it. Do a lot of research, listen to stuff.
So I've played the viola since I was a little girl, but I didn't really start singing on stage till I was about 22, 23, and I was really, really nervous and had stage fright. So my only advice is just to keep going, keep doing those things, keep throwing yourself out there. It's taken me nearly 10 years to get what I think is a comfortable, decent singing voice for me. I'm a traditional folk singer, so I don't necessarily fit into all the normal boxes. It's taken me a while to get there.
The one advice I would definitely give, absolutely 100%, allow yourself to do everything and anything you want. Don't limit yourself, because the final, or not even a final decision, but what you will have to filter through what you don't like and you leave it behind, and then you filter it through to something, to maybe 2-3 categories of something you like. Drawing, designing, photography, music, but it will filter through to something nice and solid foundation, and then you build from there.
So that's that. It was a real pleasure to talk to every one of those artists there. They are all incredibly talented people, and a lot of the advice they give there and tips can be crossed over into other disciplines. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed making that. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you again. Take care. Stay safe. Until next time. Bye bye.